Two bikes, same frame, same rider. One suddenly climbs like it found hidden gears. The other feels like a legal speed shadow boost that disappears when you don't need it. Both bolt onto your disc brake. Both promise instant electrification without rebuilding your bike. But here's the real question. Are you buying raw torquey and throttle punch, or precision-engineered assist that stays inside the rules? When Bimotal ELEVATE and Skarper DiskDrive attack the same problem from opposite philosophies, the numbers tell one story, while the ride feel tells another. Let's break it down. Bimotal ELEVATE is a Class 2 style throttle-first conversion that drives the rear wheel through a geared disc interface and is sold in standard 750 watts and max 1,250 watts power levels. It lists 20 miles per hour top speed, 50 Newton-meter continuous torque, up to 70 Newton-meters of peak torque, and a 300 watt-hour battery with 1.5 hours typical charge time and 10 to 15 miles typical range plus stated 1,600 to 3,500 feet climbing capacity. In contrast, Skarper DiskDrive is an EU legal-leaning, cadence-sensed add-on that also drives via a dedicated disc rotor. It lists 250 watts motor rating, 45 Newton-meter torque, 48 volts by 240 watt-hour battery, 4.5 kilograms drive unit weight, 25 km per hour top speed, and IP55 ingress protection, plus published overall dimensions of 341 by 171 millimeters. ELEVATE wins this category on raw motor power, and it's not close. Bimotal publishes 750 watts in standard and 1,250 watts in max power at the wheel, built to give strong acceleration and sustained climbing support. Skarper's with 250 watts motor rating, which aligns with a legal rated system meant to sit inside common e-bike limits in many markets. In real use, wattage matters most when you ask for help at low speed, on a steep grade, with a heavier rider, in a headwind, or in stop and go. Bimotal is very explicit, 50 Newton meters of continuous and up to 70 Newton meters of peak torque. In contrast, Skarper states 45 Newton meters of torque, although it does not label it as peak versus continuous. If you care about long climbs, continuous torque is what sets the ceiling before thermal limits, or control logic pulls power back. On paper, 50 Newton meters continuous beats 45 Newton meters stated, and Bimotal also advertises a higher peak number for a stronger sustained figure, and a higher stated peak ELEVATE takes the lead. Bimotal lists 20 miles per hour top speed. Skarper lists about 15.5 miles per hour top speed in the manual. That means Bimotal keeps assisting deeper into typical flat road cruising and faster fire road pacing, while Skarper is built to stop helping earlier, which is often fine for cities and mixed riding. So again, the winner is ELEVATE for a higher assist ceiling. Pure capacity. Bimotal publishes 300 watt-hours, and Skarper publishes 240 watt-hours, and also specifies 48 volts in the manual. Capacity is only one piece. Control strategy matters a lot. Skarper systems are often described and sold with mode-based range claims, like up to 50 kilometers in eco and up to 30 kilometers in turbo. Bimotal publishes a more MTB-style expectation, 10 to 15 miles typical range, and 1,600 to 3,500 feet climbing capacity, and it also lists 1 hour in boost mode to 3 hours in range mode. If your priority is distance at legal speeds on flatter routes, Skarper's mode-based range targets are longer on paper. If your priority is steep climbing with higher power draw, Bimotal's range statement is honest about how quickly aggressive assist eats watt-hours. for a better stated distance range per charge in its intended use case, the DiskDrive takes a win here. Bimotal lists 1.5 hours typical charge time. Skarper is widely sold and reviewed, with 2.5 hours for a full charge, plus a 30-minute charge giving roughly 10 to 15 kilometers. If you want fast turnarounds between rides, Bimotal wins on the published full charge time. If you value predictable, quick-hit charging, Skarper's 30-minute claim is clearly marketed and repeated by enthusiasts. Bimotal breaks down the weight clearly: 1.5 kilograms drive unit plus 1.55 kilograms battery, and reviews state 4 kilograms total system weight with mounts, cabling, and rotor gear. Skarper's manual lists 4.5 kilograms for the drive unit alone. Many riders also note additional weight for the DiskDrive rotor compared to a regular rotor. But even without debating rotor deltas, the core unit number is already heavier than Bimotal's entire system figure. So, Elevate wins again. Bimotal explicitly markets that it puts torque through the disc interface and gives your shifting system a rest, reducing load on the chain and cassette compared with mid-drives. Skarper also drives via the disc rotor, but the Skarper manual's spec section is focused on safety and operation rather than drivetrain wear claims. Since Bimotal directly states the drivetrain load advantage as a design goal, and both systems share the same basic, not through the chain concept, Bimotal gets the win for clearly targeting MTB shifting under load. Bimotal lists $2,195 for standard and $2,595 for max on its product page. Skarper pricing varies by market and seller. In a review context, a discussed price point of £1,495. Bimotal costs more, but it also delivers far more power and a higher assist speed ceiling. Skarper costs less in many listings and gives a more legal speed, commuter-friendly experience with an IP rating and standardized rotor fit. Thank you for tuning in. When every spec is placed side by side, the decision becomes clear. Bimotal ELEVATE delivers more power, more torque, higher assisted speed, larger battery capacity, lighter system weight, and faster charging. It behaves less like a mild commuter add-on and more like a true performance conversion. Skarper DiskDrive wins in compliance clarity and weather rating, but it cannot match ELEVATE's output ceiling or climbing authority. Now it's your turn. Would you choose legal simplicity or raw assist performance? Drop your pick below.